Hi, my name is Maria. I'm a yoga instructor for Kid Gets Fit. Kid Gets Fit is a no-profit program that includes yoga, fitness, mindfulness, and nutrition classes for kids. And today in this video, I want to tell you how to introduce yoga to your kids. This is a class that is most for kids since they're maybe like 2, 3, until 5 or 6 years old. So all the benefit that yoga can provide to adults, also give it to the kids. It includes flexibility, strength, but also to help them to relax and also to calm down. So I say today the class, it's a different way that you can introduce yoga to your kids. And actually it can be a fun way to do yoga with your kids. You don't want something that can be bored for them. You want something fun, something you can play with them, and also do it together like a family. So this way that introduce yoga to your kids is with stuffed animals. And actually you can buy them and all these different animals that you can buy anywhere. They're very inexpensive. And you can they introduce yoga poses to their kids. Also create your own poses with the kids to make it fun. But also remember that when you want to introduce yoga to your kids, you want them also to have the 3 elements, which include breathing exercise, poses, and then to relax. We call Shavasana at the end. So always when you do all these classes with the kids or do yoga with them, don't forget to do all these 3 elements. So I'm going to show you a fun way to do all these stuffed animal. Like I say, you can buy them. And also buy the animal that your kids like, like dogs or cats or elephants. So, and the way that you introduce these stuffed animals is to make a story. And you tell them, we're gonna go in adventure. Going to the beach, you're going to the park, going to the zoo. All these places that the kids enjoy. So to having fun with them doing yoga. So you can always a good way to start yoga for kids in your class is start sitting easy cross legs. So start connecting with your breath. And very easy breathing exercise, it calls the balloon breath. And any kids can do it, even their little ones, to sit with them and make it fun. Make it say, we're gonna do yoga. We started doing yoga. So sitting like this with your kids, and nice and tall, tell them like, you're nice and tall. And bring the arms to their side with the palm facing to the ceiling. And tell them when breathe in through your nose, and then open your mouth, breathe out. And you can do a couple times and also help it to relax and say, we're gonna get ready to do yoga in this adventure. So let's do one more time, even tell them to close their eyes, breathe in, breathe out. And they say, we're ready to do some yoga. And now you introduce all these poses. And we're gonna do an adventure. Like I said, you can go to the park, go to the beach, go to the zoo. But this time, I'm gonna do a little story with them and tell your kids, we're gonna go to the jungle. Even if they're older, maybe they already know that it can go to Africa because they know in Africa there's a lot of animals over there. Or just tell them we're gonna go to the jungle. And the best way today, you say, how can we get there? Make a little story, So, we need to take the plane because we're so far away. So you introduce a pose that it calls plane. And you're gonna be standing up with your kids. If they're little, maybe their balance is not really good. So you wanna hold their hands so to do this pose. Or if they're older, maybe they can do by themselves. So tell them to nice and tall and bring one legs up and back and the arms to their side and pretend they're playing or be in the plane. So try to hold like this and maybe count 1, 2, 3, and then go back. Make sure you do both legs on both sides. So to the other side, like I say, they're like 3 or 4, they're little. You can always hold hands together and making it fun and smile with them. So this is a plain pose. And then relax. And then when you get and say, hey, now we're in the jungle. That's great, let's have fun to see all these animals. So maybe you can tell them, let's put our boots and let's put our gloves or let's put our hat to make it fun. And then also say, okay, let's start looking for the animals. The first animal we see a cobra. And you can always, play with stuffed animals. Let's do a cobra pose. The cobra pose is a very good pose for their back. And all the kids can do the pose and make it fun. So tell the kids to the cobra pose. So lay in their belly, express all your fingers, you say elbow back, and then leave your chest up. And then go back. And make it sounds, make it fun. A cobra pose. So and maybe 2-3 times to do this pose. Or maybe be taller like this and look up. And the other way down. Perfect. So you did that cobra pose. And say, what else? What are the animals? Ask your kids. So maybe they know already what kind of animal you can find in the jungle. And they say, oh, look at what is that? It's a monkey. It's a lot of monkeys but they're on the trees. Let's do a tree pose first. So tree pose is a great pose for balance. So when they're little, again, you can hold hands and say, we're like all these trees. Either little, maybe just the foot next to the other foot. If they can keep the balance, maybe to the other legs. And hold hands, or maybe try to challenge them and say, okay, can you do by yourself? And then you stay there for breathe in and then breathe out. Another way you can hold the poses longer. And make sure you do the other side. Tree pose. Breathe in and breathe out. So you already did these poses with the kids and start asking, okay, what else we see that you can do? When they're like 3 or 4 or 5, you don't want to do a lot of poses, but you want to do maybe like 3 or 4 poses. And then what else? Oh, we see the elephant. How the elephant looks like it. So you're standing like this and say, okay, let's do an elephant pose. Bend your knees, bring the palms together and start a drum. This is a very good for elasticity and bend their knees. And maybe they're little, say, what about a baby elephant? You come in your knees and do exactly like an elephant. And maybe make the sounds, make it fun for flexibility. So say yeah. We forgot the monkey pose. It's a lot of monkeys. So this can be fun. You can make the sounds. It's about just jumping, making with the fun, making fun for the kids, making faces. How the monkeys do, maybe look at their hands. Play with them because that's gonna move their body, flexibility. And then, okay, what else we see? Okay, the lion, which is the king of the jungle. And this is a pose that is up to you because it's a different ways to do this pose. You can pretend to make the sounds or you can actually tell their kids to scream loud. So bring the hands in front of you and then maybe 1, 2, 3 and make the sounds, make it, and you can actually scream all you can. And then just relax. That's a very good pose to release the tension and help them that. And then, at the end of after 3 or 4 poses, or maybe more, it's time to go back to finish the story, to finish the adventure. So let's go back again and take our plane. You can take a plane, you can play a car, but this time it's a plane and try to do the pose again. And then you're gonna do the other side. And then see. And it's perfect. We had so much fun in this adventure. And now it's time to go back. We're tired. We need to just relax after a long day. And now we're going to introduce the third part of a yoga class, which is relax. In yoga, it's called Shavasana. So you maybe ask your little kids if they want to relax with one of their stuffed animal. And you say, well, do you want to relax with the monkey or do you want to relax with your little frog? Say, well, what about the monkey? So you tell your kids that it's time to, it's not like taking a nap, it's just relax. So you tell them to lay in their back and then bring their animal. Tell them, you need to be still because you want your little animal, a little monkey to be relaxed also. Tell them to lay in their back, close their eyes, and then relax with their, maybe they want to stay next to them. For a little bit, and maybe put a little song, maybe, with the lights off, so they can relax after that. So this is one example that you can introduce yoga to your kids. And I say it's just imagination, or just tell your kids how the cobra looks like, how the monkey looks like it. Just to move their body, to feel their body, and have this connection with their bodies. Okay? I hope you like it. And so this is all for today. And And before I finish, I thank you and like a palms together, namaste. Thank you.